The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Good morning and welcome to the Broncos Broadcasting Network. I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Jose. On today's broadcast, we have information on conducting.
BBN News begins now. Today is Wednesday, April 30th. If today's your birthday, you were born on International Jazz Day. You share a birthday with Travis Scott, and on this day in history, back in 1789, George Washington is sworn as the first American president and delivered his inaugural address at the Federal Hall in New York City. If today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Do you have any books from the media center still at home, in the bag, or in your car? Then please make sure to return them as soon as possible. Seniors, all your books must be in by Friday, and underclassmen, all your books must be in by next Friday. Please see Ms. Hoffman with any questions.
May is right around the corner, and with May comes our busy testing season. U.S. government students, you're up first. The FCLE exam is going to be held tomorrow. Please see your government teacher if you have any questions.
AP exams are right around the corner as well. AP Biology kicks off the testing window on Monday, May 5th at 8 a.m. Please remember, if you are scheduled for a PM session of AP testing, you must have your own transportation home, as you will not be able to leave the testing location until after 3 p.m.
And with testing, our school schedules will be slightly shifted. Beginning on Monday, for the 2 weeks of testing, your even block day will be moved to Mondays. So students, when you come to school on Monday, you're going to be going to second period, not first.
Do you want to be an author, game creator, or content creator? Then you should sign up for the creative writing. We are looking for students who are interested in taking a creative writing course next school year. Please scan the QR code and complete the survey.
Seniors, laptop collection begins next week. If you have AP testing, you will not return your laptop and charger until you finish your AP testing, as all AP testing will require a laptop. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Pringle.
Attention new SJ members. Your next SJ meeting will be meeting after school today. Please see Ms. Waldron with any questions.
On to this week's academic instructional video, where Raphael talks to some of our fine arts staff and students about conducting.
Many people have been to concerts, and they always see the person conducting on stage. But what exactly are they doing with all those gestures and motions? They make weird faces, they make bright motions with their arms. So we took it upon ourselves to teach you guys and figure out ourselves. What are they conducting?
Yes, well, I would say in several ways. Of course, there's the regular, just like, the time signature, right? Whether it's 4 or 3, those kinds of things. But then there's lots of more specific things, like how I actually hold my hand determines the shape of the singer's mouths, even if they don't know it. So, like, we associate this part of the hand with the back of our mouth. So if I hold my hand like this, the tone goes flat. If I go like that, the tone changes shape. So and the cutoffs of vowels and of words, I move my hand differently depending on how we're cutting off. And then of course there's things like dynamics. Larger gestures usually mean louder singing. So, and not just my gesture and my hands, but how I stand. My posture determines the choir's posture as well. So if I don't have a good posture, neither does the choir.
Dr. Hanson's gestures help me because it helps me to keep on track with the music and to sing it at the right speed. And without him, we just wouldn't know how to sing the music the right way. And he helps to keep us on track, and he does all those little finishing touches, and it just makes us sound really good overall.
So the main job of a conductor is to keep us on beat, so he shows us where each beat will fall within the music. But depending on how smooth or short his motions are, that also tells us how to play, rather to play legato or staccato. He also can convey a lot of the emotion through his movements. So if it's a slower piece, it's going to be more lyrical, and flowy movements. Or if it's angrier sounding or fast, he'll be a lot more quicker and more direct.
With conducting, we try to show if sound is long or short or with space and full. We use legato as a term to describe sound being full and legato and smooth. So you'll see that translate to the gestures of the hand and to the baton. The opposite of that, we use a staccato, and it's like a really short, enunciated, pronounced gesture. And then as a conductor, any way I move or move my arm or baton or both arms or jump towards the orchestra, they react, and they've been trained to. So if I make a mistake, they also react and play the mistakes as well. So it's a lifelong process of training musicians to react to conducting gestures, and then for the conductor themselves to be able to look at a piece of printed dots and white paper and be able to translate that into music and gestures that have meaning to convey emotion.
My experiences in conducting have shown me that it's not just about keeping the time, but it's about helping the students interpret the music and just have fun with it.
Well, conducting for students in an educational setting, for me, my gestures are mainly geared towards helping the students achieve whatever musical goal we have. So if it's to play at the right time, I'm going to try and use my gestures to either cue them in, so I'm going to point at them. But sometimes if our goal is to be more expressive, I'm going to do that in a more gesturally way by trying to expand more, maybe have some type of emotion when I conduct. So if I'm trying to be really, really angry and intense, I'm going to show that in my face. If I'm going to try and be relaxed, maybe we're playing something really, really kind of in the sadder feel. Maybe we're trying to be more expressive in the slower type motion. So I'm going to kind of show that in my face. Also with my gestures is, as an educator, for students, I want them to know if they're succeeding or not. So I'll sometimes smile. I'll sometimes give them a nod, give them a little thumbs up, especially for students. Conducting sometimes could be a flashy thing, but also we want to make sure that we're achieving our goal, and sometimes it's just important to just give them what they need versus what we want, and that's going to help all of us be more expressive in our music.
Today's ACT word of the day is quantity, meaning an amount of number. Wyatt, remember the pudding recipe requires a small quantity of sugar, or you'll ruin the pudding.
Okay, dude, it was one time. All right, one time. Let it go. Seniors, please remember it is against district policy to decorate your cap in any way, shape, or form. If you arrive to the RP Funding Center with a decorated cap, you'll be required to purchase a new one in order to walk.
Seniors, we invite you to head to the senior selfie spot, past guidance, to take one last selfie as a Bronco. This spot will be open until May 13th, and when you post to social media, please use hashtag BroncosOut2025.
Seniors, your final event dates on campus have been announced.
Your last day attending classes is May 12th, with senior awards taking place in the PAC on May 14th. This is by invitation only.
You will have mandatory graduation practice on May 21st at 8 a.m. in the gym. Please arrive to campus on time.
Then the main event, your graduation, May 22nd. Doors will open at the RP Funding Center at 5:30 p.m. Please make sure you arrive by 6:30. You will receive your 6 graduation tickets at your graduation practice on May 21st.
Polk County Schools proudly presents Something Rotten Jr., an all-county musical with performances on June 6th and 7th in the DHS Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets today on the hometown ticketing section of the DHS website.
On Wednesday, May 7th, our dance department proudly presents The Power of Movement, their first ever student choreography showcase. The showcase begins at 7 p.m. and the tickets are available by scanning the QR code on the screen. On to Broncos sports. This past Monday, our girls softball team won their opening match up in the FHS AA 6A District 7 tournament when they defeated the Freedom Patriots 15-0. Sophomore Michaela Gonzalez went 2 for 3 with a triple and 5 RBIs, while junior Ashanti Pagan threw a complete game, no hitter, striking out 9.
This Saturday, members of our Bronco track and field team have advanced to regionals, which will be held at George Jenkins High School on Saturday. Mackenzie Page will compete in the 200-meter run dash. Kritha Morales Orta will run the 1600 meter. Dakota Hoke will complete the javelin throw. Skittles Brook will complete the high jump, as well as 5 of our relay teams.
Are you interested in being a cheerleader at the Davenport High School next year? Then you will want to make sure you attend the mandatory cheerleading parent meeting on May 7th at 6 p.m. There will be discussion tryout dates, fundraising, and going over Activate.
If you want to play any sports at DHS, remember you need to have a sports physical on file. Make your life easy and come to campus on Saturday, May 31st, as physicals will be performed on campus. Scan the QR code to register by May 30th at 5 p.m. Pre-registration is required for all student athletes. Thank you for joining us today for Broncos News. I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Jose. Have a great day, Broncos.